What's up, guys? Kawasaki here. Today, I'm going to be bringing you a TJPW tier list. I did this one before Wrestle Princess, which was back in October. So, I'm going to be giving more of an update, at least in my personal opinion. Now, this is my personal opinion. My opinion and your opinion may differ. So, just keep that in mind. I'm not going to shove my opinion down your throats. This is just my personal thoughts and opinions. So, without further ado, let's get this started. Okay, so, so we have S, A, B, C, and bin. Now, no one is going to be in the bin. I'm just saying that everyone has their quirks. Everyone has kind of like their, yeah, in a sense, yeah. Everyone has their own kind of quirks. So, okay, first, and how I'm gonna categorize this tier list is from what they did from Wrestle Princess 2 back in October up into now. And yeah, that's how I'm gonna do it. So October to today, because Grand Princess is Friday night for Japan. No, Grand Princess is Friday night for me, Saturday at 12 o'clock for those in Japan. So May Saint Michelle and Saki-sama, they left a little after Wrestle Princess. They didn't really do much. They had maybe like one or two matches, and now they're going in full force for Grand Princess as they are bringing in the rest of New Bishigun. So we have Yiko Saint Laurent and Martha, but in regards to matches, they only had a couple. I mean, they still work really well in the ring, so I'm gonna give both of them a B. Okay, first up is Raku. Now, I think before I put Raku in like a B or a C, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, I'd have to look back at it, but Raku, she's getting more into her gimmick of I have magical superpowers and I'm gonna put everybody to sleep. She has won a few matches where she pinned the opponent, and she did have her own uh, match against Hikari Noah for the International Princess belt. So wherever I'm gonna put Raku, I'm gonna put her in a B. Now Hikari Noah. So when I started the tier list the first time, I put her, I think, in an A or like an S. I think I put her like an A. But ever since then, she's getting more in touch with hardcore death matches, all that stuff. I've been seeing her improve in the ring. She did have quite a banger against Maki for the belt, and although she lost, she's still looked pretty good. It was pretty convincing. She almost actually beat Maki for the belt. So she was out for a few weeks because of COVID, but I'm not really gonna factor that because it's gonna happen to everybody. So I'm going to put Kari Noah in A. All right, Miyu Watanabe. She went balls to the walls, and I ain't going front about that. Getting more into like power, like her move sets and whatnot. Like the whole power spiel has been her thing now. Uh, she had a match against Kari Noah for the Princess Belt as well. I think it was at Korakuen Hall. That was one of my top matches from 2021. And now she's going into Grand Princess as challengers for the Magical Sugar Rabbits tag team titles with Rika Tatsumi, also known as Daydream. So for Miyu, I would put her. Hmm. Hmm. Miyu's been getting a lot better in the ring too. Like she's starting to hit her peak. Hopefully she does get like her singles title push either against Maki or even against like Miyu if they win. It'd be Miyu or Shoko, depending on what's going to happen at Grand Princess, or Maki or Yuki Rai again after Grand Princess. So I'm actually going to put Miyu in S. Getting better, she's getting more over, and overall she's been further establishing herself as the power lifter. Okay. Next we have Kaya Toribami. So from Wrestle Princess to now, she has been out of action from after Wrestle Princess all the way to like January. And kind of, I mean, ever since then, like she's been kind of like plateauing. She again, like everyone's getting better in the ring, but with Kaya, she's kind of just been there. She's like the one that just eats all the pins. And I mean, that's how everyone is like in the beginning. So I've seen a little bit more improvement from her, but again, she's still very fresh when it comes to the wrestling world. So for now, I'm just gonna put her in a C. And again, she can. There's only going up from here. Now, Yuki Arai. Let's just say she's being pushed to the goddamn moon, but for the good reasons. Yuki Arai has been getting so much better in the ring at a very fast pace, or more like a fast rate. That's a little. It's kind of scary, and especially with like the schedule that she works with, like SKE. But getting back to TGPW, she's worked matches with, I think from Wrestle Princess, Aja Kong, Yuka Sakazaki, Miyu, I believe Rika at like in December. Yeah. So Yuka, Rika, Miyu, and now she's going back into a program with Maki. Like that's 3 out of the 4 pillars of TGPW in the span of a couple months. And if that's not saying something, and her getting like a straight push for the belt, like that's kind of crazy. I think I rated her as like a C or a B, but I think I'm getting. I'm gonna give her a. I'm gonna give her a high B for now, but it could change because Yuki's getting a lot better in the ring. She's kind of establishing herself as one of the bigger faces of the roster, as again with SKU 48. So right now she's high B. Next is Arisu. With Yuki Arai, Arisu Endo has become one of my personal favorites from TJPW. And in the span of 1 year, so from January 4th, 2021 to January 4th, 2022, she has finally picked up her submission win. She hasn't picked up her singles win yet, but she's also one of the faster learners. And me personally, I think I put her at a C or like a low B before. I don't remember, but she can, again with everyone else, she can only go up from here. I see a lot of potential and promise from Arisu, so I'm gonna put her high B. She's gonna be up there with Yuki Rai. Mocha, I don't remember where I put her before Wrestle Princess. Mocha picked up the win with Aja Kong back at Wrestle Princess, and she's either been the eater of pins or she's been getting wins off of Arisu. I think she had a win off of Yuki Rai, but that might have been before. But she did pick up her first singles win against Arisu Endo at Korakuen Hall, which, in my opinion, is kind of bullshit. But but all that aside, she's also getting better. I would put her in a B. That's Suzume as well. I mean, Suzume is like the one to be teaming up with like a lot of the. I guess she's been the one that's like working with like the newer members of the roster. Oh yeah. Also to mention with Arisu Endo, Suzume and Arisu are now a tag team, also known as Ari Suzu. Um, Arisu, no, not Arisu, Suzume. I mean, my personal opinion, she should have been the one to fight Maki for the belt, but well, I'm gonna put my biases aside. Suzume is a great competitor. Um, Great to be working with the newer faces of the roster. She can pretty much work like the gimmick. I'm gonna give her a B as well. B for the Velvet Honey Mustard B. Mahiro. Mahiro's like all right. Um, I just want to see more from her. But that's just like my personal opinion. I want to see more, and I feel like I've been. I mean, I could be just slacking on watching My Hero matches, but she's just been like okay. She did great with what was it? She had a match at Wrestle Princess. It was it was Neko, Kaya, My Hero taking on Palm, Raku, and Ram. I mean, she's pretty like all right in the ring, but I kind of want to see more from her. So top of the C, but again could change later on. Next up, Palm. Um, Palm is very unpredictable. She does be doing that crazy shit. I th- One of my favorite matches from last year was her against Trans Am Hiroshi Inspiration. That was one of my personal favorite matches, at least from that card. One of my personal favorites from 2021 when it comes to like the comedy side. On the other hand, Palm, okay. I mean, she kind of just does like the same stuff over and over and over again. I, I want to see something a little different. Maybe like a tweak on a couple moves, because Hirsch, at least like from what I see, usual moves: snapmare, bang on the drum, the head scissors, the arm drag, front drop kick, and then there she does the palm to justice, and she does it. If not, then she's just gonna miss and she's gonna eat the pin. So I personally want to see more from Palm. I mean, she could add a little more kooky wacky stuff. I mean, just tag her with Hyper Misao. But yeah, that's kind of how I feel. Just my personal opinion. My Hero and Palm are My Hero, Palm, Kaya are like more like the lower mid card, while like Arisuzu, Mocha, Yuki, Raku, at least from what I see, is like right just slightly above. Suzume obviously higher, Yuki Uriah obviously higher, but that's just kind of how I see it. Next, Harnoneko. Harnoneko had some surprising wins from Wrestle Princess to now. Some I honestly didn't even expect. But kind of like My Hero Palm, I want to see just a little more. Just just a little bit, cuz she just needs to get out of that bubble. Like that's how I kind of feel with her. Haruneko's great. It's just I just want to see just a little more. All right, next up, Yuki Aino. I kind of feel Yuki Aino started to shine when she was going solo. At least like with like her singles work. She had a bang of her or like oh no, she did tag work, but like Yuki, she had a banger match against Karinoa back at Wrestle Princess. I think this might have been before. Well, I know it was before, but Yuki did beat like Miyu, and then she got her head kicked in. But the Bakuretsu sister run was great. I kind of want to see more matches from the both of them, her and Nadoka. I'll get to Nadoka in a moment, but Yuki, I could honestly see go pretty high up there. I don't remember where I put her last time, but I'm going to put her in high B. Actually, no, low A. Like low A, grain of salt. But Yuki, I know. I could see her being pushed as like a singles competitor, and I would want to see her in the title run, like a title picture. I mean, she did win the tag titles, 2 years ago at Wrestle Princess, and then they held it for quite a while. But singles push, they could have did it at Wrestle Princess, but they kind of won it. So yeah. Now Kakuta is next, and she did have a whole gear swap. So this is a little awkward. This isn't accurate. Um, but now huge experience on her waist, on her in her bag, on her belt. whatever. Um, she's definitely one I honestly would want to see in the title picture. She can work anyone, any gimmick. She could tag with anybody. I mean, right now she's tagging up with Hikari Noa, aka Free Wi-Fi. They did pretty stellar over in the Max Heart tournament. I almost forgot about the Max Heart tournament. I was shocked that Yuki and Mocha made it that far. But now, low A. Uh, I want to see her put. I want to see her get pushed. I mean, if international belt, let it be. Tag belt, let it be. Princess, possibly. Next up, Yuki Kamifuku, Kamiyu. She did work with Asuka slash Veni. Those were great. Max Heart tournament, they went batshit crazy. I don't know who they lost to. I think they lost to Yuki. No, did they lose a Daydream? Okay, I don't remember, but Yuki Kamifuku, kind of like the middle of like comedy and like wrestling. Leaning a little more towards the comedy side. She can work any like she can work with anyone or almost anyone. She does have the little ongoing gag with the finger poke of doom and all that stuff. That's just kind of funny, but I want to see a little more uniqueness. I'm gonna put her in a B for now, but I'm sorry, Camille, but you're gonna get slaughtered by Asuka on Friday night. I'm sorry to say. Okay, Maki. Oh, where do I put Maki? Um, so Maki Ito went off a very disappointing defeat at Wrestle Princess. I was honestly sad about that. Honestly she should have won. Like it was her moment. I don't know what they're thinking. Like it could have been a short reign, but it did make up when she did beat Hikari Noa for the international belt. And she was out for a couple weeks due to COVID, but she's hit her stride. She had a banger match against Yuki Kamifuku. The Hikari Noa match was stellar. Like I'm gonna give it that. And now she's going up against Yuki Arai, which they have fought before. I believe Maki has pinned Yuki Arai. No, not pins. She's made Yuki Arai tap not once from Yes Wonderland, not twice from Cyberfight, but three times. Three times. I think Maki's got it in the bag. A lot of charisma. I'm really happy she's going international for Prestige in May. And again, I'm putting my bias aside because all of my friends and peers know I'm a big Maki fan. But she's getting a lot better in the ring. And I think I put her at an S back at my first tier list, and she's gonna stay in the S. Honestly, like she's like they're doing so much with her, like it is ridiculous. Going on from Maki, we're going to go to Mizuki, where chaotic with Yuka, like that shit's nothing but batshit crazy. Um, from Wrestle Princess, her and Yuka have won the tag titles. They actually beat Maki and Miyu for the tag belts back at it wasn't Korakuen Hall. It was the last show. I think it was Standout. Um, Mizuki, great. I forgot where I put her before, but she did work a great match against Bishkigun, and I'm gonna give her an S. Okay, Marika Kobashi. Sadly, she will be not retiring, but she will be graduating from TGPW in April. She does want to get her education all in line. As she said in live streams, it's farewell for now, but may not be forever. I might come back. So possibly, or potentially, she could make a return after she's done with like all of her education and stuff. Marika's matches were pretty alright. She did work an angle against Veni, Asuka, and Camille. She's worked great matches with Raku and Palm, and I she's like a B, like a solid B, kind of just like down the middle. Um, I wonder how they're gonna book her for inspiration because so for the next inspiration, so the week before she goes, she's teaming up with Big Japan Pro Wrestling deathmatch legend Abdullah Kobayashi, which is one that she looks up to the most when it comes to wrestling. So that's gonna be very interesting on how Abdullah is gonna mesh with her. Okay, Nadoka Tenma. Again, this one's kind of unfair to do because she is retired. She actually is retiring next week. Next week will be her last show, but this is going to be like her big farewell as she's going up against Yuki Aino, her sister. And mm, she's been okay. I mean, she like I've seen more stuff from her. Um, they did stellar in the Max Heart tournament, her and Yuki. Uh, I'll give her a little B. Okay, Hyper Masa, where do I start with you? You've worked. Okay, so there's just to clear this. So Hyper Masao, Miyu, Maki, Hikari Noah, they worked the DDT Tokyo Dome Cup, which is honestly one of the craziest things like you'll ever watch. If you have Wrestle Universe, I honestly recommend watching it because it is bat out of hell, like batshit crazy. Hyper Masao, Tokyo Dome Cup. You've worked hardcore matches with Shunma from DDT. You've worked all the crazy gimmick matches. Now you're going up in an angle with Sancho Takagi, and I have no idea what the hell that's about. And this one sounds like it's getting a little personal, at least in regards to like Masau's personal life. But Masau, stellar, excellent. Like she's an S. Like she could work the comedy, she can work actual like wrestling matches. Like she's like honestly kind of like the jack of all trades. And then from there we have Rika Tatsumi. Uh, she returned at Wrestle Princess. She went off for like a hiatus for like a couple weeks to deal with some stuff. Unfortunately, she did lose her return match, which is kind of upsetting. But she's being pushed for tag team gold again. I honestly still want her as like princess champion or international champion and be Grand Slam winner because no one has done that yet. Rika, she's like an A if I'm gonna be 100% honest. Um, I know she's great in the ring, does what she needs to do, but they just it's not on Rika. It's more of like booking where they just kind of need to give her that slight little oomph back to the main event picture because I felt she did kind of dip after losing the belt, but she's slowly climbing up. So, hey, Yuka, you fucking crazy sack of shit. Yuka Sakazaki coming off a win from Wrestle Princess. Uh, Majority of her matches were tag team. She did defend successfully against Maki and Miyu, which that was a great match. Uh, I still think one of my favorite things that I keep seeing on Twitter or like Wrestle Universe and all that stuff. The oh look up there, the bop and bang. She's like, oh look up there, and just gives me just like a stiff ass punch. Like I want to see I want to see Yuka back in singles action competing for the Princess belt, which could possibly happen. But I guess tags for now. Yuka can work anything and everything, and she also did AEW too. So Yuka S. Shoko. Shoko is what'd she do for Wrestle Princess? Wrestle Princess, she tagged with Riho to do a Twin Cam Monster again, which is kind of sick. She's being pushed to. She's actually competing against Miyu, which I will get to next. And from what I at least seen online, like Twitter, like on her Twitter, her Insta, she's starting to like one, she's shredded, and I did not expect Shoko to be that shredded. But two, I feel like it's her time to win the belt. But bigger picture, Shoko's an S. She can work like anything, everything, just like Yuka, just like Masao. Actually, no, I shouldn't go up there. You're going up there. Honestly, with Grand Princess on Friday, I want Shoko to win. And I know I'm gonna put Miu in S because again, like Miu's like the unstoppable fucking juggernaut. Um, unstoppable juggernaut singles and tag team. They did lose against Yuka and Mizuki, but Shoko needs to win on Friday because if Shoko doesn't win, honestly, the Princess belt, there's no one else really that could challenge for it. I mean, you could have Yuka challenge for it and be Yuka 2 belt, but Miyu's beaten practically everybody on the roster. Like, are they going to run Rika Miyu again? Probably not. Are they going to run Miyu Maki again? Most likely not. Like, the only one I could really see that could be a challenge would be Miyu Watanabe. Like, that's the only one I could see, like, for Miyu. At least if Shoko were to win, though, you open up like a vast field of people she could go up against. We could run Shoko Maki again. We could run like Shoko Yuka, Shoko Mizuki, Shoko Miyu. Like you can run that again, or like Shoko Hikari Noa, or like Shoko Rika. Like there's more possibilities for Shoko as champion, and like yeah. I mean, it would be cool to see Miyu and Maki at Prestige with the belts like together, but I wouldn't complain if Shoko didn't win. Actually, no, I would kind of complain. I wouldn't be mad if I didn't see Miyu at Prestige with the belt. How about that? But end of the ramble. This is kind of my tier list on the TGPW roster in before Wrestle or not Wrestle Grand Princess at Ryogoku Kokugi-Con. So if you guys like what you're watching, go and click on the like button. If you want to see more, which honestly, like I'm trying to make more content. Like it's hard when I can't like stream stuff. Um, this will be like one of the first few videos I have on the new channel. This is the second. This is the new channel. So you've got if you want to watch Grand Princess, I will be live streaming it Friday night. I'm gonna try my best to stay awake for it because that shit's at 10 o'clock at night and I'm usually out. Um, I'll be streaming it. If you want to watch it without any watermarks and or overlays and all that, the link to Discord is down below. You'll get access to a bunch of stuff. We talk a lot about Joshi stuff. So that's your thing. Go for it. If not, hopefully I don't get banned again. So I will catch you guys in the next video.